So the next tool we have here is the rectangle tool, which I'm already using. So with the rectangle tool, you can draw a shape and then resize it here, okay. Then resize, you can change to pixel if you want, then resize. Remember, if it's not selected, if it's selected, you won't be seeing the unit. So if you want to select a unit, just click outside the shape and then pick the unit you want, then select on the shape just in case you want to resize, and come here to resize, right? Okay, so that's all for rectangle tool. So under rectangle tool, you still have 3-point rectangle, so you can decide to use that. You can see it's similar, right? Okay, so the next shape we have here is the ellipse tool. Okay, the next tool we have is the ellipse tool. So with the ellipse tool, you can actually draw a circle or an ellipse. Okay, so if you want a perfect circle, what you need to do is hold Control on your keyboard and then draw to get a perfect circle, right? I'm dropping that now. Okay, and if you want to reduce, you hold Shift, so you make sure you are reducing, you're having the perfect shape. Okay, all right. So the next one, we have the 3-point ellipse, almost similar as the ellipse itself. So the next tool we have here is a polygon. So with the polygon tool, you can actually draw a polygon. Okay, so and under the polygon we have the star. Okay, we have the star, and you can try others out, right? You also have the arrow and others. Okay, so now that's for the polygon tool, and down here we have the text tool. With the text tool, you can type or type on your design. Okay, so I can actually type with this. Feature is now. Okay, so that was all for the text tool. And under the text tool, we also have table. Clicking on the table, you can see, once you click on the table, you can draw a table for yourself, and here you can decide to increase or decrease. Okay, so you can decide to increase here. Okay, so you see, you can decide to reduce. This is quite different from the one you see on Microsoft Word. So that's all for table. Okay, so going down, we have the parallel dimension tool. Okay, so with this, you can also draw. Okay, and we have the straight line connector. This is the parallel and this is the straight line, just in case you want to draw a straight line. And under this, we also have other similar tools. And then down here we have the drop shadow. I just have to delete some of the tools. Okay, so down here we have the shadow. So with the shadow, you can actually add a shadow to your design. So if this is here and I decide to add a color, and add a color to this too, and then use this drop shadow tool, so you can see it's adding shadow to this. So all you need to do is click on the actual actual image or actual shape you want to add your shadow, and then drag to add. Okay, so that's for the shadow tool. So if you click on the shadow tool, you also have others like the blend, distort, and the others. Okay, so down here we have the transparency. With this you can add transparency to your shape. If, for instance, click on it and hold to where you want to start adding transparency and drag. Okay, so you can see you can use this to reduce or increase transparency. Okay, so let me use this way. So you can decide to add transparency, right? So down here you have the color eye drop. So with the color eye drop you can pick the color from another shape. Let's say this is blue, and we want to use the color eye drop to pick color. We can pick a color from another shape and then drop to a different one. So that's what you can do with the color eye drop, and clicking on it you can see the attribute eye drop, so similar to that. And next we have the interactive fill. The interactive fill is almost the same thing as the color eye drop. You can also fill. Okay, so we have the interactive fill, which you can also use to fill colors. For the purpose of this basic training, I'm going to show you how to design this flyer, this simple flyer with your Coreldraw. Okay, so how I drag this inside here is I just locate where it is and then hold and drag to my Coreldraw. Another way you can drag an object inside your Coreldraw is by going to file and then you go to import. Okay, once you click on import, this drop down will appear. Then all you need to do is click on what you want to import and click on import, and then draw to paste whatever you want to paste. So I'm just going to remove that now. So I'm using this to create what I want. So let me just go to the second page. Let me use the second page. Okay, adjust this. Okay, so the first thing you want to do before any other thing is to determine your flyer size, or whatever you want to design its size. So all you need to do is go to where you have the rectangle tool and click on it, then draw. After drawing, you can come here to select or pick a size, just in case you have a size in mind. You can come here to choose your size, right, or draw it to whichever shape you want. Okay, now let's assume this is the size I want to use for this design. So the first thing I want to do now is pick my text tool. I'm going to pick my text tool here and type happy new month. Okay, right. I'm not going to type everything here. I'm just going to put that here, and remember how to change your text color. So to change your text color, you need to do is come here to where you have your colors and pick a color you want to change to, right? Okay, so you can come here to click here, click on default um, palette to see more colors. So with this, you can select the actual color you want. After typing whatever you want to type, for instance, this, you can see here on your property bar, you can see that you can actually adjust this, like the font style. So with this, you can actually change to a particular font you want. So I'm going to pick a font now. Okay, so let's say this is what I want, and here you can decide to increase or decrease the font size if you want. And here you can see bold and underline. Italics is not active now because of the font um, style. So that's that for properties. So whenever you type anything, any sentence, you can come here to make changes to what you want.